Racing for the MansionBet Mares Maiden Hurdle over 10 flights, and in all 2 miles 4.5 furlongs. And Lady of the Night, who tried to make just about all at Exeter last time, is going to reprise those tactics here as they come towards the first. Fashion Nova is sitting in second. Fairfield Ferrata is in third as they make their way towards the first flight. Fable not too far away there in the lilac jacket as they come towards this one. They're then followed by Jiminy Green, who's a little bit slow at that flight of hurdles. Towards the back of the field, Jilly Tap is last but one, and right at the back of the field is Whiskey Times at the moment as they make their way towards the second flight of hurdles. And it's Lady of the Night that leads to Fashion Nova, then Fable. Jiminy Green is on the inside of Fairfield Ferrata. Juniper isn't too far away. They're then followed by Foxy Singer, and then after that on the inside, Jiminy Green has just gone back a little bit. It's Grace's Order who's just in advance there of Jiminy Green. Getting a first mention is Glash's Peak, and then there's a bit of a gap back to Creme Fresh, who's racing there in the sheepskin noseband, the red sleeves, just leading a little group towards the rear of the field. Also is Electric Annie. Also towards the back of the field at the moment in the quarter jacket there is Jilly Tap, and then Polyamorous and Whiskey Times are both towards the rear of the field at the moment as they make their way down the side of the course and head on down towards the flight that'll be the third last in a circuit's time. And it's Lady of the Night, sheepskin noseband, popped over that one very well to Fashion Nova, who's racing in second. Then on the inside in third is Grace's Order in the checked sleeves, followed then by Fable, the lilac colours, who's racing now into a share of second really. Then Fairfield Ferrata, followed then by the spots of Juniper, and then on the inside Jiminy Green is then followed on the outer by Foxy Singer in the blue colours. Then the brown jacket of Glash's Peak, and they're still a little way on from the rest of the field, headed by Creme Fresh there in the green colours. Jilly Tap still towards the rear. The white distinguishing cap there of Polyamorous towards the back, as indeed is Electric Annie and Whiskey Times as the back marker as they take what will be the second last in a circuit's time, and they all get over safely. And it's Lady of the Night out in front. No loose horse to bother her at the moment as there was at Exeter, and she leads by a couple to Grace's Order, who gets over in second. The grey Fashion Nova is in third. They're then followed by Fable in fourth spot, and then Juniper in the spots, followed then by Jiminy Green, the white face, towards the far side. Fairfield Ferrata, the yellow sleeves, towards the near as we look at them. They're then followed by predominantly blue of Foxy Singer, and then Glash's Peak. They're just getting a little bit more bunched up as a field here. Jilly Tap in the two-tone blue is then followed by Polyamorous, and they're then followed by Creme Fresh, who's last but two. Still towards the back, Electric Annie and Whiskey Times is just about the back marker in the hands of Kai Lenehan. So as they make the turn, they'll be heading down the far side and passing their starting point very shortly. And the leader, as she has been from Flagfall, is Lady of the Night by a length and a half or so to Fashion Nova, who's been in the trailing position throughout as well. They're then followed by Grace's Order, who's at the inside in third spot for Aidan Coleman. Then Fable sitting in fourth, followed by Fairfield Ferrata, just nudged along there. Then Juniper, followed then by Jiminy Green. These two racing almost as one. Glash's Peak, the brown jacket, getting a little bit closer as they head towards the first of the two flights of hurdles over on the far side of the track. And it's Lady of the Night, just got in a bit tight there to Fashion Nova in second. Then Grace's Order, Fairfield Ferrata on the outside of Fable, a black capsuit, who's in fifth. Then Juniper, the light coloured jacket, Jiminy Green now being driven on. Glash's Peak just took a false step there as they took the dogleg turn, and in the end Tom O'Brien's done extremely well to keep the partnership intact. Trying to get a little bit closer now is Jilly Tap from the back as well as they take the next. Lady of the Night jumped that one a lot better and took a length or two out of the rest of the field. Fashion Nova was less convincing as they make their way towards the end of the back straight. Fable is still very prominent as they come towards the next. Then Grace's Order up the inside. They're then followed by Fairfield Ferrata, just losing a little bit of ground as they make their way towards the turn out of the back straight. And it's Lady of the Night who's the leader. Fashion Nova now driven along, so too is Fable. Juniper's making nice headway on the outside there of Grace's Order. Fairfield Ferrata, the white face, just losing a place or two. They're then followed by Jiminy Green and Glash's Peak as they make their way towards the third last. Lady of the Night hurdled it well, and she leads by a couple of lengths to Grace's Order, who's up the inside going the shortest way. Fable coming a little bit wide. Juniper is still travelling eye-catchingly well in fourth spot as they begin to make the swing for home. Now there are two more flights of hurdles left to jump, and it's Lady of the Night now just being driven along. One or two also being driven along in behind. Noticeable how well Juniper's travelling now as they begin to make the swing for home. It's a Lady of the Night who's out in front. Fable working hard to get alongside her. They're then followed by Grace's Order and Juniper. These four have now pulled away from the rest. It's Lady of the Night who leads into the wings of the second last flight of hurdles. Now Lady of the Night just had a bit of a look at it. Juniper travelling strongly, and Fable is slowly but surely getting herself into this race. 3 across the track as they come towards the final flight. It's Fable now going on. Fable by about half a length of Juniper, who's battling over on the far side, and Juniper jumped it very well, and she now goes on to Fable in second. Lady of the Night can give no more in third. Fable and Juniper as they race up towards the line here. Cracking battle between these two mares, but racing up towards the line, it's going to be Fable who comes out on top. To Juniper in second. Lady of the Night was third. Grace's Order has finished in fourth.
Lots to take out of that race, and on second start, Fable has found a way to win when she was asked a few questions. One little mistake down the side took her off the bridle. She had to learn that to get herself back into the race. And then when challenged by Juniper, she had to fight today, and she did fight. And she did finish her race just as she had done on debut to beat Juniper. They'll be delighted about that comeback. Harry Whittington and Gavin Sheehan after a year and a half off the track. Lady of the Night asked a few questions back in third. Grace's Order, a chaser for the future, in fourth. I think there is a relative depth and substance to this race down through the placings. And Fable, I think they probably, and we probably, James, may have learned something more about her today.
Yeah, I think she's probably going to be a 3-miler in the future, and maybe a bit of big rocks. As you can see, not a great jump there, but Nico had been niggling as they left the stable exit bend, and she just looked like she was going to struggle. She ended up being forced a bit wide, whereas Juniper's absolutely travelled nicely. Great sit there from Tom O'Brien on Glash's Peak, who just clipped heels. Good recovery to stay on board there, but you can just see Nico's niggling away the whole way down the back straight, and whether that is just she's not the quickest, or she might want some cheek zone just to help her travel a bit better, but Harry Whittington's going to be delighted with the runner-up. The horses themselves are in much better form now. He's had a couple of winners in the last fortnight or so, and this horse, first run for a pretty long time, 524 days. Perhaps just race fitness just caught her out. Another good ride from Gavin Sheehan, this time in defeat, but the favourite just struggling around the bends here and completely and utterly outpaced this time.